Ladies and gentlemen, we finally have some real traction on a potential upcoming contract extension for one Dak Prescott with the Dallas Cowboys. Jared Goff of the Detroit Lions has signed, and that, my friends, is one of the leaves that the Joneses said they were waiting to fall before they start to get their own contract signed with their own players. Here's the thing, guys. The Joneses, they do a terrible job at setting the market. We've seen this with Ezekiel Elliott. We've seen this with several other contracts that they have done. But this time, they're trying to be a little bit smarter. They're trying to hold off and wait because we don't want another Ezekiel Elliott situation where now, even 3 or 4 years after the fact, people are still bringing up that contract as a terrible impediment to this team's progress. Oh no, ladies and gentlemen, Jared Goff has signed and the quarterback market is officially starting to take place. Let's jump right into this as we decipher what does this mean for Dak Prescott's contract extension. I'm a little loose off the tequila, so it's going to be a fun video. Hey, run for your life. Hey, run for your life. Oh my goodness. Okay, Jared Goff just got $212 million from the Detroit Lions for 4 years, y'all. For 4 years. So those of y'all that were in my comments, oh, you best be sure I'm about to take a victory lap. Those of y'all that were in my comments talking about, oh, Dak Prescott isn't worth $50 million. He should sign for the $45 million that the 36-year-old broken Achilles Kirk Cousins signed for. That's all he's worth. Shut up. Dak is going to get more than $50 million now, because if we actually do the math on Jared Goff's contract, which is $212 million divided by 4 years, that was a $53 million per year extension for Jared Goff. Jared Goff doesn't have an all-pro to his name. Jared Goff doesn't have the type of statistical value that a Dak Prescott has to his own team. Jared Goff was largely carried by a stout running game and a young, hungry defense last year, and he essentially just did what he needed to do to not lose games for the Lions. Dak Prescott last year, regardless of which way you want to split it, Dak was second in MVP voting. He was largely responsible for the offense's production because we had no run game. We had 1.5 receivers to throw to last season. No offense, Brandon Cooks, but this was your first year with Dak Prescott, so obviously it's going to take a little bit of time for that rapport to build, right? So it's not like a shot at Brandon Cooks or anything, but I'm sweating off this tequila, y'all. Look, man, Dak is a better quarterback than Jared Goff. If you ask all 32 NFL executives, I'm pretty sure they would tell you Dak Prescott is a better quarterback than a Jared Goff, which means $55 million. $55 million per season is what I'm looking at with Dak Prescott, and I don't think that we see his contract getting done just yet until Tua Tagovailoa's contract is done. Once Tua T's contract gets done, I think that's when we're going to see Dak Prescott's contract extension get done. If the Joneses didn't just see the $53 million Jared Goff just got and was like, oh, we need to go ahead and get this deal done real quick. And honestly, it would behoove them to go ahead and do that right now before they end up paying Dak $60 million per season. For real. Because if Tua comes back and he backdoors Jared Goff with like a $55, $56, $57 million per season deal, oh, Dak and Todd France are going to try to get $60 million. And the Cowboys are going to pay them. This team is essentially set up now for the next 4 or 5 years to just keep taking cracks at the playoffs to see if they can get further than they did the year before. We have a bunch of rookies at vital positions that effectively takes care of both sides of our line on offense and defense. And the only other thing we're really waiting on are the quarterback, wide receiver 1, and our star defensive players' contracts to get done. And if you look at it, this team is set up for success for the next 4 to 5 years. They have young guys in place. It's one of the youngest rosters in the entire league. And Dak Prescott is about to get paid. $53 million per season is now Dak Prescott's floor as far as what his contract will look like. And I'm glad that some of these leaves are finally starting to fall off that big-ass oak tree. Either way, we still them same old Cowboys, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still in ball? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still in boys. Hey! Woo! Oh, shut up, my boy. Hey! Cowboys.